Fortnite Season 2 teasers have already begun and it already seems amazing. From the release of First Person, Creative 2.0 and the return of Midas, this is going to be groundbreaking for the entire game of Fortnite itself. In the game's new update, posters have been spotted around the island hyping up a new mode or feature called Most Wanted. Hypex on Twitter says that a new wanted system is being worked on in the files, where you can pay up to 100 gold to reduce your heat, and that sounds really interesting. I'm hoping this comes into game as a permanent feature, rather than just a separate game mode, but even if it is a separate mode, it could be an LTM, and we haven't seen one of those in absolutely ages other than Solid Gold, which is really boring now. Now, what would this crime-type mechanical game mode mean for Fortnite Story? Because it won't just show up randomly, it's gotta have some significance. Right now we have the Rift Gate, the Shapeless Man, and also the Rising High story, so how will it all tie together? If you think back to Chapter 2 Season 2, Midas was the main character of that season, and he was a crime boss who was in ownership of vaults and special weaponry. I think a perfect way for Midas to return to the island would be that when our heroes leave through the Rift Gate, he arises once more to try to break free from the loop, and his famous vault system could then return with his arrival, allowing for this game mode to involve robbery and crime heists, and that's not the only reason I think he's coming back. If you look at the bottom of these posters, you will find the crime group logo that looks to be a golden serpent of sorts. Now of course gold in Fortnite immediately puts all eyes onto Midas, but what people aren't thinking about is a serpent because no one really knows what it means. Throughout Fortnite's smaller storylines and plots, serpents have been used to represent greed for wealth and treasure. In Season 8, the golden serpent was a treasure that the character Sidewinder did everything for. In Chapter 3 Season 3, the Sapphire Serpent protected a demonic-powered Sapphire Stone that held immense power and endangered whoever took it. And also in Chapter 3 Season 3, the Ouroboros backbling was released. I don't need to explain this one, Oro is in its name, and whilst Oro means gold, it's also the name of Fortnite's most greedy character when it comes to treasure. So now you get my point. The fact that this golden serpent concept has ties to both Oro as well as Midas in crime really leaves me no choice but to think that these two characters will definitely return to the storyline with this crime heist mode. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments, but now it's time to talk about Creative in Season 2. Tim Sweeney on Twitter has said that Creative 2.0 plans to be released in March, and if you weren't already aware, that is also around the same time that Season 2 of Chapter 4 is planned to come out as well. If Fortnite isn't to release Creative 2.0 with a new season, I would be genuinely shocked, because it's pretty game-changing, and it would be weird to just show up in the middle of a random season, like that would be odd. People don't understand how big Creative 2.0 is going to be. Creative right now is kind of in a mess, but Creative 2.0 will make Fortnite change forever. It's not just going to become Roblox, because Creative 2.0 will be one of 4 different things Fortnite wants to work on. Save the World, Battle Royale, Creative Mode, and Open World are all things Fortnite are considering to make the epic metaverse that they want this game to be. Now, the final thing coming in Season 2 is probably First Person mode. If you look in Save the World settings, you might be able to find a First Person option, but you can then glitch over to Battle Royale to find First Person mode in a few different guns. It doesn't work for everything, but it's definitely being worked on and looks to be releasing fully in Season 2. With this mode coming into game with early access last update, I'd say the release in March will be massive and the next season might change Fortnite entirely. If this gets you hyped, let me know what else you want to see in Fortnite Chapter 4 Season 2.